Okay, so I have a cosine of 180 degrees, okay? And that is actually going to be a, let's see, that's negative 1, 0. Okay, so that's 180 degrees is right there, right? All right. So therefore, that's going to be a negative, and just cosine of x can't evaluate that, so it's going to be a negative cosine of x. And then sine of 180, well, the sine is the y-coordinate, right? That's the x-coordinate, that's the y-coordinate, so that's going to be 0. So that's plus a 0 times the sine of x. And that's a negative sine of 90 minus x. Now, you could say this is using the cofunction identity, which would work as well. And therefore, that's going to be a negative cosine of x. Now, we can actually prove that this is going to equal a cosine of x. And again, I might as well just go and do that. You could say that using the cofunction identity, this is like cosine of x is equal to the sine of 90 minus x. And that's what we call the cofunction identity. Now, if you want to prove that it is the cofunction identity, again, you just use the sum and difference formula again. What you do in this case, though, is you could say sine of 90 minus x using the sum and difference formula. That's going to be a, let's see, sine of 90. Oh, come on. If I remember it, sine of 90 cosine of x minus the sine of x cosine of 90. Okay, so now let's go and see what this is. Cosine of 90, now again, that's going to be 90 degrees right here, which is what, 0, 1, right? So the 90 degrees is going to be 1. So that's going to be cosine of x, and then cosine of 90, that's the x-coordinate, that's going to be 0. So therefore, you can see that that is just cosine of x. So we have minus cosine of x, and you can see obviously negative cosine of x is equal to negative times the cosine of x. So therefore, you can see that this has been verified.